Your information station, WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and joining us in this segment, we've got three Christian County CEO students, starting with Josie Heberling in the corner there, Ella Reese in the middle, and Charlie Craigs on the closest end. To the three of you, good morning. How are we?
Good. How are you?
Oh my goodness, that was not what I was expecting. Well, I'm glad to hear that we're doing well. And let's start with talking CEO as a class. We do want to touch on some personal businesses coming up in just a little while. You mentioned to me a new bingo business, and we had kind of talked about this last month. It wasn't with you guys, but we had kind of thrown out the idea that we might do a bingo business. What's the progress now as of today?
We're figuring out where we want to have it. We think we're going to have it at the Moose. We have been in contact with the owners of like the Moose and trying to get like food situated and what we're going to be having if we do like a dinner and a bingo.
Okay.
So
we're still kind of toying with the idea a little bit right now. Are we leaning towards having a dinner?
Yes, we are for sure going to have a dinner, but we don't know like what we're going to have yet.
Okay. So we
food
know
wise,
dinner and then bingo, but we're trying to figure out who might cater and help us out in that regard.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have an idea of when we might want to be doing that?
We're shooting for December 20th, but we haven't nailed that down. We're still going to set up a meeting and figure that out for sure.
Okay, so more information should be on its way soon when it comes to whether it's at the Moose, what's going to be catered, things like that.
Yes, and we plan to post flyers around businesses in Taylorville where you can buy tickets by scanning a QR code, and it will have all the information on it.
And do we have an idea of what the price might be for something like that? Or are we still trying to also hammer that out?
We're thinking for dinner and bingo around $25 to $30, but we, of course, don't know that for sure because we don't even have a caterer yet.
Now, help me out. Is the funds that we raise, the proceeds that we get, is that going to go towards the class business or is that going to go towards personal businesses?
That will go towards personal businesses. So that will go towards like our $1,000 that we get to start up our own businesses.
Okay. And there are 18 of you this year? Is that
16?
16. So we're going to split up the funds between the 16 of us then.
Yes.
Okay. So all hands on deck for this type of event?
Yep.
Okay. Because I know when we were making drinks, it was kind of like some shifts and some things like that when it came to Chili Fest, but all hands on deck for hopefully December 20th.
Yes.
Anything else we can tell me about the bingo business, why we might have done it, what we've been kind of thinking, anything else?
We actually had some people talking about it from last year's CEO, like the people who attended, and we thought that it was such a big hit because I know some of us had gone and it was just packed. So we thought that people would enjoy having another bingo night.
People love their bingo, so I don't think you'll have too many problems there. Is there a preference maybe? Like, who have we kind of talked to for catering? Have we kind of maybe had a conversation with like an Angelo's? Who have we maybe talked to?
I think we're going to do Burton's Tap and just like order a bunch of pizzas. And then like they do crockpot chilies. So we might do like chili and pizzas.
Okay. Not a bad deal. So that bingo night, hoping for December 20th, but we're going to be posting flyers around town at area businesses, making sure that people know about it with contact information and ways to purchase those tickets.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else when it comes to our bingo business before we maybe turn the page a little bit?
Just make sure to be looking at our social media for more updates in case you don't see flyers around town, because that's where we will get all of our information out.
Okay. That would be on the Facebook and Instagram pages.
Yes.
Okay.
Christian County CEO.
Christian County CEO. Did you guys have a TikTok now too?
We do.
You guys have a TikTok now these days? Who's running that TikTok?
It's our social media managers.
I don't even know who it is.
I think it's Angelina Ippolito. Maybe.
Well, next time I see Angelina, we'll just have to see about what's going on with that TikTok page. So the new bingo business striving for December 20th at the Moose Lodge. We still got a few things to put together, but you'll see more information on our social media and on some flyers that'll be going around to area businesses. Tours and speakers. I'm sure you've had some since the last time we talked. Charlie, if you would, what about some of the speakers that we've talked to recently?
Yeah, so today we had Avery Stevens and Kennedy Kierlock here talking to our class about their journey in CEO and what it's really done for them. And yeah, so we got to learn a bit about what they do. Kennedy goes to Florida State, and Avery goes to Illinois State.
Okay, so we got to learn from 2 former CEO students.
Yes.
If I remember that name, Kennedy Kierlock, she was pretty active, not only in CEO, but like College Now and a few other things. She was like
Yes.
Yes.
a busybody as far as
And
it
she
is,
still is.
and still is a
Yes.
busybody. Okay, now is that something? If she's at Florida State, did she like zoom in to a meeting like that this morning? Was she
No.
actually here?
She was here.
Really?
Yes.
She's on break.
Early for Thanksgiving break. Okay, I see. With that being the case, does it? Tell me if you would, obviously you go talk to business owners and you talk to all these people in the community, but how interesting is it to talk to somebody that's maybe a few years removed now and kind of get an idea of what it's done for them? Was that a good thing, would you say?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing that we get to talk to people who have been in our shoes in past years, and just really like seeing how CEO has developed over the past years is just great to see, and how it's going to develop in the next years.
And what I'll be able to do for you is obviously we still got a whole other semester and we still got to wrap up this one still on top of that as well too. Any other speakers that you can tell us about, Charlie?
We have had quite a few.
We just had our mentor meeting too.
Yes, we've had our mentor meeting just recently this past week, and we got to talk about our businesses to our mentors and just get a really good like catch up
Okay.
of what we've been doing.
Now, is that a monthly thing that you guys do with the mentor?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Who are your mentors then? Start with you, Charlie.
Mine is April Wolf.
Oh.
She's the CEO, I guess, of the Wolf Girl Ranch. And it's basically skincare that is chemical free and organic.
April's a busy lady.
Yes, for sure.
April, she is a busy lady. So very cool to hear that April is your mentor. What about for you?
I have Billy Williams. He was like the CEO founder of CTI with Adam Vokes.
Okay. So also helping with the Christian County CEO and
Yes.
have for a long time. So 2 great mentors to start. And then what about you, Josie?
I have Pam Moses. She's very heavily involved in the food pantry.
Mhm.
She owns a couple of businesses, just very involved around town.
Okay. Well, now that makes me feel like I've been really kind of sucked into this atmosphere and knowing every single name that was mentioned here today. So what do we think about the help that we get from our mentors? Like, is that something that we maybe text every once in a while too? Like, say, if we have a personal business, like it doesn't just have to be that monthly meeting that we can communicate
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know me personally, I just met with Pam yesterday. Like, we can reach out to them and like go get coffee or go get food, just catch up. And I know a couple of our mentors have really been pushing us. Like, I've gotten a bunch of homework from Pam.
Oh.
They just want to see us succeed.
Yes, and I think it's great because I get to see April every day. She's one of my teachers. So besides our meetings, we get brief meetings every day.
Cool. Well, again, going back to April being a very busy individual.
Right.
So very neat to be able to have that. And then the same for you, Ella, just something
Mhm.
that you can reach out or give a call pretty much
Yes.
anytime. How, what does that mean almost? Like say, you have a question and it's like, who else do I ask almost than this mentor? Like that to me is a great deal for you guys just to be able to have it at your disposal anytime. So 16 different mentors out there, each person getting their own. We have a for sure monthly meeting, but in some cases like Charlie's, we might see him every other day or every day with that being the case. So anything else when it comes to the speakers that we've had coming on here recently?
We just had Cameron Adams as well. He's the CEO, and he was in CEO this past year. He's the CEO of Cam's Luxury Detailing, and he does car detailing. And he's a great entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. So he is still out and about doing that. And I remember
Yes.
last year talking to him a fair amount as well. Glad to hear that he's still doing the deal. And so we've had kind of more recently previous people within CEO giving us an idea of what they've been able to do as a result of it. So that's a look at the speakers. Now, on top of that, we do some tours. And obviously, you guys had a good time up in Chicago. I didn't
Yes.
talk about that with you guys, but if that's something we want to talk about, we certainly can. But what about some of the tours that we've had recently?
We just toured last week or 2 weeks ago. We toured For Love, and then under For Love is the Black Pug. Super cool. And they do like you can rent the building or like underneath it and have little parties. So I think we're gonna try to meet with our mentors on Sunday to have like a Thanksgiving like get together.
Okay.
So down there. And then we also went to Uprooted and met with Jessica Kazurik. And the way she she talked to us about the way she runs not only her business in town, but her cosmetology business in Springfield. That was really, really neat.
Okay, so 2 recent tours that we've been on. Uprooted.
Yes.
Help me out. What is that?
It's like a boutique on the square. They have a bunch of newer stuff, but then they also have a like thrift kind of. It's kind of like Plato's Closet. You can take your clothes there. They will give you money for those clothes, and then they can resell those clothes.
So you almost get like a store credit type of thing.
Yes, you can. So, and you can either get a store credit or they will pay you they will give you like cash for your clothes.
Gotcha. So you're seeing pretty different business models than almost when it comes to like Uprooted, and then you go to Fur Love and like the Black Pug, and 2 very different deals in that regard. What was that trip to Fur Love like, and also the Black Pug?
I think it was cool to get to see a non-for-profit actually in business and getting to learn about how it is ran, because we go to these businesses like Uprooted and it's just completely different. Like the way that their tax is set up, and like all these owners are so open about it, and it's just cool to get to see all of that.
How long is a typical tour that you guys take?
It's normally from 7:30 to 9.
7:30 to 9.
Yeah.
So oftentimes, would it be fair to say that, business might kind of open the doors to you, but no business is maybe taking place during that time while you're there? Would that be a fair statement? So you guys are getting kind of that ultimate like focus on you guys being there as a whole, and then you get to actually have a conversation with our customers or other people probably coming up. Anything else with tours? We did Uprooted and Fur Love.
This past Friday, we actually went to tour Whiskey Bill's with Joe's son, Zach. So we got to see the inside of the kitchen, just see how he's transitioning into taking over. And then he also took us to the Corvette shed, which is cool. I mean, that was just the highlight of everybody's tour. Okay.
So the Corvette shed, we got to see 3 very different businesses now then, when you consider Whiskey Bill's liquor store and emporium liquor store. I can't remember what Whiskey Bill, saloon and liquor emporium, I think. Anyway, Whiskey Bill's on top of that as well. So we get to see kind of like a service industry more so. Fur Love, a nonprofit, and then Uprooted like a boutique and just a different business model as a whole. So 3 very different experiences. I don't want to stop you there on the tours if you had any others. Did you have any others of note recently? No?
No.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Well, let's take ourselves a break. We took care of 12 minutes there, and we'll come back and we'll join Christian County CEO students Charlie Craig's, Ella Reese, and Josie Heberling when we return. We talked a little bit about their new bingo business, some tours and speakers that they've been a part of as well. We'll come back and we'll talk those personal businesses here on WTIM, your information station.
Your information station. WTIM.
America's farmers and ranchers, nothing beats the authentic voice of Ag Radio. Farm broadcasters have been the voice of rural America since 1944, building trusted relationships with agricultural producers across generations. Today, the network of over 140 Ag radio stations reaches farmers and ranchers during their most productive hours when they're actively working their operations and making business decisions. What makes Ag Radio uniquely effective? Farmers listen to farm broadcasters for information that directly impacts their livelihood. When your message is delivered alongside crucial weather updates, market reports, and agricultural news, it receives the same attention and credibility. Farm Radio Connects offers agricultural advertisers targeted access to this engaged audience through professionals who understand both broadcasting and agriculture. According to the National Association of Farm Broadcasting, 78% of farmers consider information from farm broadcasters highly trustworthy. When you need to reach rural America effectively, choose the voices they already trust. Visit IllinoisFarmRadio.com and discover how Ag Radio can elevate your agricultural marketing strategy.
Whether you're an experienced investor or a first-time home buyer, Joe Curvey at Curvey Real Estate in Taylorville is here to help you find the property of your dreams. Here's Joe.
As a second-generation realtor and auctioneer and over 20 years of experience in Taylorville, I've seen the ins and outs of every aspect of buying and selling real estate. Year after year, we're a top producer in the area, and Kirby Real Estate has become a staple in the community, known for our longevity and exceptional customer service.
Curvey Real Estate. Experience, trust, community. Call Joe Curvey today.
Colds, flu, and sniffles. Sick season is here. Here's Dr. Pavi Gill.
When you or your family aren't feeling well, Springfield Clinic Taylorville is here for you with walk-in care close to home. From sore throats to fevers, our team is ready to help you feel better faster.
Walk-ins and appointments welcome. Call 217-287-8855 to schedule.
Hi, this is John Wright, fourth generation owner from Wright's Furniture here in Taylorville.
And I'm Alex Wright. For 135 years, we've been known for so much more than offering the best in local quality home furnishings.
We're rooted in our community and committed to giving back to the place we're so proud to call home. Because that's where our hearts have always been, and this is where we'll always be.
Faces you know.
People you can trust. Wright's, the first name in home furnishings.
Visit us today or at wrightsfurniture.com.
Carl Krumsick here from Krumsick Monument Company in Taylorville, Illinois. Find out the many services we provide by clicking our icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is Blaine Cornwell with Prairie State Insurance. To learn more about our products and services, click our icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
And we're back with the WTIM Morning Show here on your information station and brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment, Christian County CEO students Charlie Craigs, Ella Reese, and Josie Heberling. We touched on their bingo business. That is their class business that they're coming up with here as of December 20th or awfully soon. Tours and speakers. We want to touch on some of those personal businesses. We'll start with you, Charlie. What is your business and what can you tell us about it?
So I have Wicked Candles and Melts. It's a candle business that is all chemical free and fully organic. And I have 8 ounces that are $10, 12 ounces that are $12. I have wax melts that are $6, and I am located inside of Susie's Resale, where I have a little vendor shop over there. And you can just find me there along with a bunch of other businesses. And almost every weekend, you can find me at like a vendor show, and I'll be selling mainly at Susie's. I'll be there this Saturday for Small Business Saturday.
Okay, so Susie's during the week, maybe even on Saturday, but trying
Yes.
to get to as many vendor fairs and different things as possible.
Yes, and usually we have vendor shows on Fridays as well. So it's Fridays and Saturdays, with a bunch of different businesses and great deals.
Okay, so Charlie is staying busy, and we can find you on Facebook.
Yes, I have Facebook. It's Wicked Candles and Melts. I'll be making an Instagram, and I'm also thinking about a TikTok. If anyone is on TikTok, I'll be showing you how I process my candles and all of that.
That's exactly what I was thinking for a TikTok.
Yes.
Would be a fun deal. So especially with it being organic and not having a whole lot of the chemicals and stuff, I feel like people will like that a lot. So Wicked Candles on Facebook, coming to Instagram and TikTok soon. What about you, Ella?
I'm still planning on doing boards and banners, so I will do charcuterie boards and then like the painted banners, hopefully for some parties, get-togethers, anything you really need. And I don't have to do like them together. You could just order like a banner, or just order a charcuterie board, like whatever.
Whatever. Well, we're
Yeah.
getting into the holiday season, and
Mhm.
so that seems like a good time for it. And then you got like grad parties coming up and things like
Yes.
that. Are you on Facebook or anything like that yet?
Not yet. I don't want to put it out there until I fully get my license yet, like my health department license. So once I get that, then yes.
Okay. Good luck with that. I'm sure we'll
Thanks.
figure it out. No problem, though. So that is a look at boards and banners. That's Ella Reese and her personal business. Wicked Candles, Charlie Craigs and her personal business. Josie, what about yours?
Hi, I'm Simply Celebrating, and Simply Celebrating delivers affordable, ready-to-use party decoration packages for all types of occasions. Like I'm doing a Thanksgiving party and just get decorating for that. And our mission is just to make it easy for customers to throw beautiful events without the hassle. So I come in and I will give you a painted banner or just provide decorations and make it ready for you to come in and use.
Okay. So you've got a Thanksgiving party already planned that you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. So Josie has Simply Celebrating. For you, Ella, boards and banners. And for you,
Mhm.
Charlie, wicked candles and melts.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So thank you guys for joining us here. Hopefully we provided a touch of energy for your day. I hope, but I do appreciate you three for coming on in.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
You are very welcome. I've heard now from Charlie Craigs, Ella Reese, and Josie Heberling, and you have two here on the WTIM Morning Show.